One thing you'll learn about me is I'm absolutely not a morning person. I wake up around 12:30. I make lunch, breakfast, whatever you want to call it, the first meal of the day. Usually it's some kind of rice bowl or heartier meal. I don't tend to like a lot of breakfast foods that much. I just don't find them that filling. And then I do make a cup of tea religiously. I like tea. I am of the opinion if people spent half the time they spent on coffee on tea, they would like tea more. But that's me. I usually begin work for the day around 1:30. I take a look at my checklist and decide what I want to prioritize that day. Usually the night before, I make a checklist of everything I'd like to accomplish today. Based on my checklist today, I wanted to focus a lot more on character lip sync, and beginning to model some of the side characters. And I usually have some kind of audio, YouTube video, show, book thing going on in the background. Alrighty, so it's 3 p.m. and I'm kind of sick of characters right now. I'm going to change gears and focus on environments and texture work, which are my favorite things to work on. Right now, I'm designing the layout of the town, as well as what the different buildings are going to look like and what the different materials are going to look like. It's also important that when I create the materials, I create materials that can be used throughout multiple buildings, right? So for example, if I have a gold material, right? That is the only gold material I have, and I use it throughout the scene, as opposed to creating multiple gold materials. Reusability is very important, especially when I'm one person. This is what I managed to finish so far. I'll probably work on this later in the evening. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I still have a little bit more progress to make, but I'm pretty happy with it right now. So it's like 5 p.m. I'm gonna take a bit of a break. I hung up some wall hanging shelves that I made myself. Sometimes it's a good idea to just take a break and do something completely different. I'm pretty proud of what I did with this. It's dinner time. Usually I make dinner around 6 p.m. Tonight I don't feel like cooking, so it's frozen pizza time. Around 7 p.m. I like to read and relax and maybe take a shower. Right now I am reading the Apothecary Diaries light novels because I cannot wait till October for the new season to come out, so because I'm impatient. I'm on number 6 right now, so if you're into that, just let me know. I will happily talk about it with you. Alrighty, it is around 10 p.m. Between 10 p.m. and like 4 a.m. is what I deem the night shift. This tends to be when I am super productive. Right now, I'm going to continue working on the buildings and the texture work that I was working on earlier today. That got me really excited. While I work on this, I'm going to answer some questions that I get asked pretty frequently. What software do I use? People are like, oh, that doesn't look like Blender. What do you use? I use a software called B for Artists or Blender for Artists. It's just Blender, but made for people who are used to industry standard pipelines. While I love Blender, some of the shortcuts make me question reality. Looking at you, I actually think this would be a really fun video to make on its own, so I'll dive into that, but I will link the software in the description below. As a former animation teacher, one of the questions I get asked a lot is, what's the biggest mistake beginners make when it comes to animation? So, something that I still struggle with, but sometimes the easy shortcut ends up taking you a lot longer than if you had just done it the proper way. For example, earlier today, I was wishing I had done the rigging properly. In fact, I might go back and redo the rigging, because while I did the easy way of rigging, it's taking double the amount of time to animate because I did a not as good of a rig when I should have just done it right the first time around. So I really, really recommend doing it the right way as opposed to the easy way. There's lots of videos on the internet that are like, here's how you do this super easy thing, right? But it's not always the smartest way of doing it. So I would love to make a video about that as well. A question I get asked a lot is, do you still paint? And did you paint the cover of your book? I love painting. Painting is a great stress relief for me. I paint at least a couple times a week. I've been painting since I was a very little kid. And yes, I did paint the cover. Another question I kept getting is, can we have more kitty pictures? Of course! Here they are. Enjoy them in all their glory. The black one is Pixel, and the white one is Eclipse. They are great studio partners. And if you have any other questions about my animation studio, the cats, or really anything, just leave them below. I would love to include you in the next Q&A. It's now 4 a.m., so it's probably time for me to go to bed. I did pretty well on the face animations. I am pretty happy with how the building came along. Tomorrow I'll work more on the town and taking what I did today and transcribing it across multiple buildings throughout the town. So that'll be fun. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!